Hi guys, it's Workson. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So today guys is Vlog-O-ween day 4. Guys, first off, I can't even believe we're on day 4. It's like how is this possible, right? So guys, this video is for both channels because I don't want to have to film it twice and my uncle's not working. He's trying to rest downstairs, so I'll be I'm making videos twice as long. Okay guys, so today's video is going to be a review of Casper, 1995 movie. Guys, it was great. I watched it yesterday, so I wrote down things. Guys, I want to say, yeah, I think it's great for children because it's Casper. Before I get, I just want to kind of describe the movie a little bit, but I don't want to give away too. I'm probably gonna give away spoilers, guys, because let's do know how to do reviews. So be warned. It's starring Christina Ricci as Kathleen, or Kathy, yeah, the daughter. So, anyway, guys, the movie starts out with, this in Maine, in this mansion. I believe it's in Friendship, Maine. I don't even know if that's even a real place. I didn't really research it in time. Guys, and these kids want to prove that everybody knows this mansion's supposed to be haunted and creepy. Two boys are gonna go into it, and they both want to take a picture together. They were there together. And they're fighting over who's taking a picture first, and Casper, our main guy, comes at this, I'll take the picture, and it was a ghost, it runs screaming. And then we get cut into a will reading of the owner. Gus was an elderly man who passed away. He was a rich, wealthy man who gave everything to like dolphins with disabilities, like other animals. The only thing he gave his daughter was that mansion. And she said, "Oh, I get a lousy piece of property," or And he said, "Well, it was bad, 50 years ago. It's just condemned nowadays." And the woman said something really ignorant that I can never imagine saying. She held his clammy hands for 2 days. And no one gets a lousy property. And asked him, like I said, that no, it's condemned. Basically, it's condemned. So she goes there, checks it out, and finds out that there's ghosts. So she goes, okay, she's going to burn it, stuff and that stuff, guys. So she decides to get. Anyway, Casper wants to make a friend, guys. Casper, he's a friendly ghost. He wants to make friends, and he sees on TV. There is a man who can talk to. There's a therapist, a specialist, who is for the living impaired, as he calls them, goes to the living impaired, and goes through, brings it to the woman, goes to court, and the woman Kerrigan who owns the property, she goes, "I'll hire him." He has a young daughter named Kathleen, and goes by Kathy, and then Kat. And by the way, Kat's mother is deceased, so I can really relate to the character of Kat. I was a little older than Kat when my own mother died, so her father he was a regular therapist, but he gave that up to be a therapist to ghost. She says, "Dad, you're not going to find her. Mom's not a ghost." And that's a big center of Kat, and her father, James. Yeah, James Harvey is the guy. So he's he's a therapist. So it's a really big part of his backstory. So he misses his wife. I take it she hasn't been gone that long. And hints, because okay, guys, they get to the house. So anyway, guys, if I'm gonna put her Kerrigan, the owner of the mansion. She's money hungry and wants power. That's all she cares about. And something about treasure. She thinks there's a treasure there. The will is about treasure, so she thinks it's an actual treasure. So she's just money hungry. So Casper and his uncles haunt a mansion in Maine. I believe it's, like I said, I believe it says in Friendship, Maine. Now, I don't know if Friendship, Maine is even a real place. I'll have to look it up. So Dr. Harvey and Kat try to help the ghost. Finds Casper in the house. First, they're scared of the ghost, and they become friends with them. Casper makes Kat lunch and breakfast, and they bond. Kat goes to school, and they say they have to push off the Halloween dance because of asbestos found in the building. For the asbestos in the building, when they all have to be out of school, I don't know. I went to school in the late 90s. And I started going to school in the late 90s, like around the time that this movie was filmed, or at least came out. I was in preschool. So yeah, so there's asbestos in the cafeteria. I think they would have them out the whole school. I don't know. And guys, when she was walking to school, whatever, the mean girl, named April, I don't remember now, and this boy Vic, and she was being nasty to her, and before they were introducing Kathleen, introducing Kat, the girl, said, what's happening at my boathouse? And then they said, well, she lived at the mansion. Why don't we have it at her house and vote out? And those two basically became enemies. And it was just. And Casper came to school and tried to bring her shoes together. Someone was making fun of her and laughing at her. So guys, Casper and Kat become friends and they start walking around and together and they're talking. They start talking about how she misses her mother. She asked him if mother's a ghost. You think she would forget her? And he said, no, never. Which was really cute. James and the ghost. Man, they don't get along at first. Like, they want to off James. They actually pretend to be Amelia James' late wife and Kat's mom. And they decide to be friendly with them. But they go out drinking. We will get to. They don't get each other, but they decide to go out drinking, which is good. Anyway, Kat's in the room and she finds a box of stuff that had to have belonged to, at least it's dated back really old. It might have been Casper's when Casper was alive. She figures she sets it up and brings on Casper and says, there you are, look, Casper, and it's all Casper's old things. Casper's starting to remember, and Casper and Kat are talking about his life and how what he wanted was a sled, that very sled that was sitting there. So his father gave it to him one morning after breakfast. It got cold, it got late, it got dark, and he still didn't want to come in, but he got sick after that. Which sounds like Casper died of pneumonia, which is even sadder. I watched a lot of Casper stuff in my youth, guys, because I was a big Casper fan. But I don't remember saying how Casper died. It's the only one that ever said it. So he must have died from pneumonia. Then his father got sad, and his father came up with an invention to try to bring him back. Anyway, so Kat's dad, they found a banana machine, helped the dad get up for he didn't like getting up morning for running around and anything. They find the machine that brings dead ghosts back to life. Anyway, Kat's dad is out with the ghost men, his uncles. I don't think in the story they even say that they're his uncles, but I believe them to have been his uncles. And would you know it, Kat's dad falls into a hole and dies. And they all come back as ghosts to the house. Kerrigan and that guy, her assistant, were fighting, and Kerrigan dies. Comes back as a ghost. Fighting over some treasure that were in the house, and when the treasure opens, it's actually Casper's ball and glove that's signed by his favorite baseball player, which is probably not even allowed anymore. From the looks of it, Casper's been dead, I would say, at least 100 years. Or we know for a fact Casper, because they said been like 50 years. You know that Casper has been dead for at least 50 years. Anyway, and when Casper goes to go into the machine, Kerrigan stops and blah blah. And then when they bring over Casper's uncles and the dad, 3 uncles and the dad come in, which is actually one of the actors that played Robert in Everyone Loves Raymond, played the Fatso character. Anyway, and Kat actually was picking a bedroom in the beginning of the movie, guys. She ended up picking Casper's bedroom, which was kind of cool, but anyway, when Casper realized that Dr. Harvey needs to come back to life more than he does, he gives up his only chance to come back, Dr. Harvey, which is like, oh. Okay, so when Kat's party starts, like right after this, Kat goes out and has her party. Like I said, they were gonna have it at school. That mean girl and that guy, by the way, I'm sorry guys, and halfway through the movie, that boy, because Kat likes this boy, had asked her on a date, but really I think he was just setting her up, because he was really dating the blonde mean girl, but anyway, and the beautiful part is, after Dr. Harvey comes back as a ghost, from being a ghost from being a human again, he's standing there. And we go to scene to Casper in his whole room kind of being sad. An angel appears and he goes, Are you? He says, Cat's mother. And it's revealed it is Cat's mother. And she says to him, Cat will never forget what you did for her. And neither will your father. Me and his father has crossed over to heaven. His father is an angel in heaven. She said, I'm going to give you a Cinderella deal. You have till 10. You gave Cat her dream. I'm going to give you yours. Very cute, guys. Because I would want that. And she blows on him and turns him human. So when he's walking down the steps, and when Cat's parents are talking, and she says to him, she isn't a ghost. It's really her. It's not like something playing with his head. Because the Fatso character pretended to be her earlier in the movie, and it just didn't work. And she says to him, French fries is not an acceptable breakfast food. And they talk things out. She said, you gotta understand this. I have no unfinished business. You and Cat loved me so much. I have no unfinished business. Now, it seems really sweet to me, guys, because as an adult, as a kid, oh boy, that's kind of cheesy, but as an adult, I thought that's really cute. To see James and Amelia together one last time, and she says when he's gone, she wants him to join her, and she doesn't want to be his unfinished business. It was really cute, guys, because the last time I watched the movie with my dad, I thought this was really cute. I just watched this movie yesterday, but I watched it almost a year ago with my father at Christmas and Halloween time. And at the time, I thought my father had actually just said to me he was having dreams of my mother. And I thought to myself, well, maybe that was Dad's version of that. And she said she'll be where she can watch over. And anyway, guys, in the movie, Amelia tells James, I am where I need to be so I can watch over you and Cat again. Watch over you guys tour together again. It's so cute. And this handsome blonde boy comes walking down the steps and comes right over to Cat and says, Can I keep you? She realizes it's Casper as a human. And it blows everyone away that she's got this handsome young man dancing with her, and he kisses her at midnight. And that's at 10. Cocker turns, he's kissing her. And he turns back into a ghost with her kissing, and runs out. And she goes, I guess this is the end of the party. And her dad says, not quite. And all the ghosts and her dad are dancing it. That's the end of the movie. Making sure I got through everything. Yes, guys, they find out that, his dad's stuff is in the house still. Casper's. And overall, guys, it's a really cute kids movie. Real good feel-good movie. As somebody who lost most of my family, and kind of bittersweet in a way. But yeah, guys, I liked it. Okay, guys, this is the end of this video. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Guys, remember, it's Vlog-O-ween, but I do a lot more than just movie reviews. I do makeup, hair, nails, animal dolls, action figures, men talk, movie reviews. We do everything on this channel. But guys, I want to say that most people who watch my channel are 65-year-old men according to my algorithm. And I get no women watching me, which I know can't be true, but I have some female subscribers. I know I have women subscribers who watch my videos. It's just such a small amount that the algorithm doesn't come up. And guys, and if you watch it says that 98% of people who watch, really 99.999% of people who watch me are not subscribed to my channel. If you guys like my channel, like on my videos, like more than 2, I always say subscribe. It really helps out the algorithm. And I don't get paid for this videos, but when I eventually do, I'm going to put that money right back into YouTube. Okay, guys, bye.